My name is Andy Lumsden. I'm the CTO and SVP of Operations for Pacnet here in Asia.
Good evening. I'm Jim Fagan, and I'm the President of Managed Services for Pacnet.
Yeah, Pacnet's Asia's largest submarine cable operator. We offer managed services around the cable network and our data centers, primarily focused in Asia, but we have geographical reach into the US and Australia and Europe as well.
So I got the opportunity to speak this morning, and it was a great panel on talking about data explosion and how to monetize that and impact the submarine network. And I think for me, it's a bit of a learning experience being here. This is my first time at the event. I actually joined Pacnet about a year ago. Previously, I was with Rackspace, so I'm more from the data center side. So, I had what I call like a network epiphany a couple years ago, where I realized that to move all this data, especially in Asia Pacific, it was going to be real crucial on how you integrate it into a network strategy, which is why joining Pacnet was such a great opportunity. And so for me, it's learning how other people are looking, all the new technologies are coming out, how they're looking at deploying systems and managed services, and really getting a feel of what other people in the market are doing, what new technologies are coming out, and then also this is a great event to get to know some of the people who are in the industry and start forming some relationships.
Okay, thank you, Jim. How about you, Andy?
Yeah, no, I think Jim really covered most of that there. But it's also a great, it's a yearly event that happens here in Asia. It's focused on primarily the submarine network, but of course the conversation and somebody like Jim being here is great for that to talk more into the data center as the data center, the data that needs to be shifted around. The globe or regionally, it's really, the network is a key part of all that, and whether we talk about cloud or SDN, the submarine network has a play in that. But it's a great place to meet people, that we know from the industry. It's a once-a-year event, and really to meet your peers and see what else is going on that necessarily we don't get to hear about, whether it's in Africa or South America, etc., etc. So yeah, for me, it's a few things, that. I mean, certainly the growth in traffic that we're seeing, and ourselves, Pacnet, as an operator, we're definitely seeing that growth in traffic, and it's reflected, I think, in this meeting as well. Actually, I think it's a little bit more energy here than last year, and I think everybody's seeing that. But in terms of trends, obviously the technology, can we get more? A lot of talk about the spectral efficiencies of the networks, and and investment and building sound business cases and sharing that. But I think that growth for sure is going to affect whether we're building new cables, whether we're collaborating more as well, and that's a key part. Getting to meet up with other operators and suppliers here, where we can talk about that as well, and being a little bit more collaborative in our approach to some aspects. But I think really on the network side, it's really how we're going to adopt SDN, the transmission capabilities which are there designed to meet the demand for the capacity growth that we're seeing, and where the data centers now play into that, where they sit on top of the network and that whole integration. So just the integration of many different aspects of the industry.
Okay, how about you, Jim? Any thoughts?
Yeah, no. So just kind of a little bit, what Andy said. I think the technology is a very big part of it. The upgrades to 100 gig systems and so forth. But where I think traditionally, a lot of this new equipment was really just about the raw capacity, and the cable builds was maybe to kind of fill a gap. And I think what's interesting now is the technology that's going into it. Andy mentioned SDN, and it's the ability to use these technologies now to really fit into this world, not just the data explosion, but the use cases. How everyone uses their mobile phones, their applications, how you go store and move data. So really, it's just to me, it's just kind of a really exciting, I think, time to be in the industry, because it's about now, how do I integrate a network in a data center? How do I actually allow a customer to go utilize the network and utilize the features of the network that works best with them, and control it all the way from the top of the rack down into the subsea? And I think that's just, again, besides just the capacity and some of the new builds, it's the use cases and how it's becoming more than just a pipe that you can shove stuff through. It's becoming stuff where you can really help people with their business needs and what they're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely.